Here's something that will shock you. In today's bitterly divided world, there's actually one athlete that everyone, and I mean everyone, can agree to love. But here's where it gets controversial. Should we really be celebrating someone just because they're nice? Tommy Fleetwood has just shattered a curse that seemed almost supernatural in its persistence. After 164 grueling attempts on the PGA Tour, the Englishman has finally claimed his maiden victory at the FedEx Cup. But this isn't just another golf story. It's a masterclass in why character trumps controversy in the long run. Picture this. A tiny 8-year-old absolutely demolishing a grown magazine editor, 6'5", on the golf course, showing absolutely zero mercy in the process. That editor was Simon Caney from 4 magazine back in the late 90s, and that ruthless kid? None other than Tommy Fleetwood. Even then, that killer instinct was brewing beneath the surface, waiting for the perfect moment to strike. The world has now witnessed what some of us always suspected. Beneath that perpetually cheerful exterior lies the heart of a stone-cold competitor. And this is the part most people miss. Fleetwood's triumph represents something far more significant than just ending a personal drought. In an era where sports fans are increasingly polarized, a 2023 Sportico survey revealed that 56% of PGA supporters lean conservative, while 44% identify as liberal. Fleetwood has achieved something almost impossible: universal adoration. At Eastlake, the crowd was thunderously chanting his name as he hoisted the trophy. Meanwhile, social media, typically a breeding ground for toxic arguments, transformed into an unexpected celebration zone, with everyone from Tiger Woods to Adam Sandler and Caitlin Clark posting their congratulations. But here's where it gets interesting and potentially controversial. How many male athletes can you honestly say command this level of universal respect? Leo Messi certainly qualifies, as do Carlos Alcaraz and young Luke Littler. Scottie Scheffler and Justin Rose make the list too. Beyond that, the names become surprisingly scarce. Fleetwood's victory celebration revealed everything you need to understand about why people gravitate toward him. After sinking the winning putt, he threw his head back and unleashed a primal scream toward the heavens. Pure, unfiltered emotion after years of heartbreak. The cameras captured Justin Rose and Shane Lowry celebrating wildly for their friend. But here's the moment that separated Fleetwood from the pack. Before acknowledging his Ryder Cup teammates, he rushed straight to his sobbing stepson Oscar and asked, "Are you okay?" You simply cannot manufacture that kind of authenticity. In his moment of ultimate triumph, when most athletes would be consumed by personal glory, Fleetwood's first instinct was human compassion. This single gesture encapsulates why he's become sport's most beloved figure. Fleetwood's background tells the story of everyman made good, the son of a road worker from Southport who learned his craft on the local municipal course. But it's his principles that truly set him apart. Remember when President Trump criticized Britain's NHS in 2018? Fleetwood didn't hesitate to retweet criticism, telling Trump to mind his own business, then doubled down in a Times interview. "I thought what he said was absolute rubbish. There are certain things you are proud of as a British citizen, and the NHS is by far and away the #1 thing. I'm a big believer." Now here's a thought-provoking question. Should athletes take political stands, or should they stick to sports? Fleetwood clearly believes in speaking up for his convictions, regardless of potential backlash. Sunday's final round nearly became another chapter in Fleetwood's book of heartbreak. A wobble through holes 8, 9, and 10 had everyone holding their breath as Scheffler and Keegan Bradley mounted their charges. Making matters worse, his playing partner Patrick Cantlay was moving at his famously glacial pace, giving Fleetwood plenty of time to overthink every shot. Consider the psychological torture Fleetwood has endured. 29 top 5 finishes on the PGA Tour over 7 years without a single victory. When he found himself leading by 2 with 3 holes remaining, the exact scenario that had haunted him at both the Travelers and St. Louis Jude Championship, you could see the weight of history in his shoulders. When you have lost it so many times, A 3-shot lead down the last doesn't feel that many, he quipped afterward with characteristic self-deprecating humor. But this time, something was different. This time, the nerve held firm. Fleetwood's resilience should be studied in sports psychology programs worldwide. How does someone endure repeated disappointment without spiraling into despair or self-pity? His ability to extract positives from every setback isn't just athlete speak. He genuinely embodies this philosophy. And this is the part that might ruffle some feathers. Critics like Paul Azinger have long demanded that Fleetwood prove himself by winning in America, essentially dismissing his multiple DP World Tour victories, Olympic silver medal, and stellar Ryder Cup record, including earning the cup-winning point in Rome. Was this criticism fair, or does it reflect an American-centric bias in how we evaluate global talent? While this wasn't the year's most dramatic golf victory, Rory McIlroy's Masters triumph claimed that honor long ago. Fleetwood's breakthrough delivered something arguably more valuable: pure, unadulterated joy that transcended sports. It was like watching a John Lewis Christmas advertisement come to life, leaving you with an inexplicable warmth every time you recall it. Of course, reality will come crashing back in 4 weeks at the Ryder Cup. President Trump will be in attendance. American crowds will be baying for blood, and those Tommy, Tommy chants will be replaced by considerably less friendly refrains. But for now, we can all bask in the afterglow of watching someone genuinely good triumph over adversity. In our cynical age, perhaps that's exactly what we needed. So here's my controversial question for you. Does Fleetwood's universal appeal prove that being genuinely likable still matters in sports? Or have we set the bar so low that basic human decency now seems extraordinary? And more importantly, can this kind of authentic character survive in today's social media-driven sports landscape? Or will controversy always generate more clicks than class? What do you think? Are we celebrating Fleetwood because he's exceptional, or because genuine sportsmanship has become so rare? Let me know in the comments. I have a feeling this might spark some heated debate.